Hello everybody, Attack Power here with another Steel Division 2 deck building review and deck build here with Koruck 559. So, this division is, well, it's better than NOV. We'll put it that way. It's better than what we just saw in NOV. This division, though, is definitely not a strong division. You are playing with D-tier materials, hoping to pull out big wins with this. Now, there are some explosive starts and ways to make this division punch above its weight class, but you need to play very aggressively. This is not a balanced deck. You cannot play it long. It does not have the tools to go long in any shape or form. You need to be aggressive. Vanguard, Maverick, one of the two. I just don't like Vanguard better than Maverick personally. You just get more points in Maverick overall at the end of the day. So I don't really see a reason to play Vanguard over Maverick, just generally speaking. I feel like you can be just as aggressive with Maverick and do quite well. So let's dive in here to this division. This is one of those old school pile of trash kind of divisions. One of the OG pile of trash divisions. Now, first off, we have the SPW-204F, which is French, the little French armored car here. It's got the little 25 mil cannon. It's not a good gun at all. You know, it's really not, but it fires really fast. It's got one veterancy, so it does fire 20 rounds a minute here. You got really high accuracy, so it shouldn't be missing very often at its 750 meter range. This is for clearing out half tracks. This is for killing, other very light armor. It does not, it doesn't kill medium tanks. It really even struggles with like a regular light tank, like a Panzer III or something like that. Even like a Stuart. I mean, this can kill Stuarts, but it's going to struggle, especially because it has lower health, so it dies faster. So there's nothing terrible about it. There's also nothing great. Don't expect this thing to light the world on fire. Then we have the LVF Chasseur. This unit is great. It's 9 MP40s and MG42. So just a nice CQC that technically can help you at long range, even though you generally don't want it to, right? This is one of those odd units where let's be real. It's the 9 MP40s you're really using this for. It's also got shock. So really you want this to fight CQC. It, of course, doesn't have grenades or anything. But this is one of those weird units. Like, Axis don't really have a lot of submachine gun dominant units. Like, think of the Soviets, where you have Avtos running all over the place. Even the Western Allied divisions have a couple of units sprinkled here and there that have a ton of, Thompsons and things like that. The Axis divisions really don't as much. Outside, essentially, the Romanian divisions have a couple. But outside the Romanians, like the actual German divisions, have very few big, chunky submachine gun squads. Very few. They're around, but there's not nearly as many and definitely not as common. This is one of the few. Then we have the SPW-203R, which is a BA-10. BA-10s are great. This unit is very efficient. This can randomly kill medium tanks. Now, you do not want this thing going pound for pound with a medium tank. It's going to lose every time. But when you're in a town and you're fighting, hopping in and out of buildings, you might be able to pick up a kill here or there, cheeky kill with this. Really nice. You do want to, it's not fast, so don't expect to be picking up a lot of transport kills, but it's really nice to have it here. Then we have the SPW ADGZ, which is a 20 mil autocannon car. It does what every 20 mil autocannon car does. Clears out infantry really nice, picks up soft targets really well, dies to anything with armor. It's pretty straightforward. It's a great little unit. Moves at 70 kilometers an hour, which is fine, not fast, but also not dirt slow. Does come with a nice, very high optics like most of these do. I think they all do, yep. So, yeah, this is actually one of the stronger tabs in the division is this recon tab. We're not taking the BMW. There's absolutely no need for, real radio in this deck. Aufklada, I'd like it. Can't find room for it. What are we not taking here? No transports that are really exciting. The SPW-202 comes with a machine gun. It's a terrible machine gun, though. It's not going to do much. It does have armor, though. So, yes, technically, if I was going to bring this in, I would probably bring it in this. Yeah, I don't really see any reason to bring something else. I'd probably bring in this SPW-202. The Aufklad Panzer 742. This thing is great. This is a, what is this? I can't. It's a Russian tank. Woo! Fell off my treadmill. It's a Russian tank. It's that really fast, zippy one in Gornostrelki. It's very fast. It's a tank. It's good, but the problem is its availability is so, hilariously low. I just don't see a reason to use up activation points on this. 2 20-point tanks is not changing the game at all. So I just don't see a reason to use the slot for it. The right Kozakin is fine. Honestly, if I had more room, I would take this. It's fine. It's no worse than any of the infantry you have in your infantry tab. Problem is, it's a 3-point slot. The infantry tab has 2-point slots, so I can't find room for it. But it's fine. It's not a super good unit, but obviously it's better than just like a regular infantry squad. Then the Rona spare troop. It's a spare troop. It's trash. Don't take it. Waste of points. There. Continuing. The infantry tab. One of the, we'll call it focuses, quote unquote, focuses of the division. But it's not very good. The land shoots an OSD. I mean, it's a 15-point infantry squad with an LMG. It's hard to complain about that, honestly, because it is technically quite good in that respect for 15 points. I mean, this is actually phenomenal for 15 points. It's not an amazing LMG, but it gets the job done. It's a chunky squad at 11. You get 12 of them, all for 15 points, each one. So, I mean, this is a good unit by all metrics. It is disheartened, though, and it will lose most combats. You need to have at least 2 of them to really stand up to any infantry of quality. So just be aware. Rona Schutzen, it's fine. What is this unit smack of? It's kind of like, I'm trying to put it in my head what this is like a very bad Gebirgsjäger. That's what this is like. Like the worst version of a Gebirgsjäger you could have, where it's just like partially CQC with a bunch of PP Shaws, partially long range with some rifles and a machine LMG, and you get some AT. The problem is every version of this is terrible, right? Gebirgsjäger walk around with semi-automatic rifles, an MG42, Panzerfaust, it's fine. This comes with a Faust Patron, which only does 8 damage, be aware, so it does not kill medium tanks in one shot, it takes 2. DP28, very mid machine gun. Regular bolt action rifle. Now the PP shot is fine. The PP shot is solid, but like it's only 15 points. So it's back to this whole 15-point thing, and it's got higher availability, so you get to take it with 1 vet and still get 8. So it's hard not to take it because it's one of the unique, technically stronger infantry squads in the division. But I just don't find low-cost infantry like this to be very effective at much. But they aren't disheartened, which makes them better than a lot of your other choices. Grenadier Panzerfaust. This is kind of doing your long-range fighting. Yep, I know. Doesn't look good, but that's what's kind of doing it. Then we have a lovely unit here, the Sperverband, which is a lovely AT infantry, only 20 points, and you get a full squad decked out with a Panzerschreck and a Panzerfaust. Like 7 men, don't really care about the rifles and that submachine gun. I almost prefer that, just turn them off. You're here for the Panzerschreck and potentially the Panzerfaust, depending on how insane this unit is. You know, how nuts this guy decides to be. I mean, 20 points you pay for a 2-man Panzerschreck team, and here I'm getting a full squad with a Panzerfaust as well for double the AT fun. And double the rockets, I think? No, Panzerschrecks... wait. No, they don't have a Panzerschreck in here to look. No, Panzerschrecks have 8 rockets. They have 8, right? I'm going to go with yes. So, yeah, I mean, this is a great AT unit. The problem is it doesn't have the same stealth. It does have very good stealth, but it doesn't have the exceptional stealth of the Panzerfaust. Something to be aware of. And then we have the Pioneer. Not amazing, but honestly, one of the strongest infantry squads here in this division. Then we have the SS Schupo, a nice leader here. Does have the security trait, which increases his optics when he stands still, which leaders are generally standing still. So yeah, nice little unit there. Other leaders we're not taking. Why aren't we taking this one? I know why. So this one's bigger, right? It comes with an LMG and it comes with smoke. Both of them have smoke, so let's cancel that out. So the Landeswehr comes with an LMG and an extra rifle, right? That's really what we're looking at here. And the SS Schupo has 2 submachine guns instead of 1. Whatever. Very small difference. The thing is, I don't want my leader unit to be fighting infantry using this loadout. It will die. It will do very little and die. I would much prefer the SS Schupo, where he's not revealing himself as often at long ranges doing stupid stuff. That's just me. It's a little less micro concern. Also, the security trait does matter. Like, the optics going up to very high is nice. Like, you will spot more stuff with this unit randomly standing around, which is a bonus, and I prefer that bonus over the LMG here. The Ronafia, I wouldn't take. I mean, it's 20-point leader. I do like that, but I like the chunkier thing. He does come with radio, and I did say earlier there's no radio in this deck. I lied. I lied so badly. I'm sorry. It's still not worth taking the motorcycle. It's just not. So I lied about that. I take it back. If you're still here after the first recon part and you're already in the comments typing about how much of an idiot I am, congratulations, you didn't watch the whole video. Now you're an idiot. But the point is, yes, you want some radio. This guy does it well. B-Phase, actual SS Shupo. Good old 15-point giant card. The unit is solid, honestly, for 10 points. This is always what I want Ersatz-Struppen to be. They put out some damage. They're not good. Don't expect them to win the day very often. But get enough of them all thrown down some MG26 ammo. And, you might put up a half-decent wall of defense. Then we have the Roan, a Pioneer here. This is literally a Sapperty. That's what this is, for 20 points. It's a 20-point Sapperty, which is really good, actually. So by all intents and purposes, this is probably your best unit in the division in terms of infantry. Then we have the Sickerings, which I love this unit. It's not super strong or anything. I just love the makeup of this unit. It's got the security trait, so you get better stealth. Optics, excuse me. The MG15 is a meh LMG, but it's not terrible. But then you get the lovely GRB 39, which is a really effective close-range AT rifle that has a really high penetration, really high damage, slow fire rate, but really high both of these, so you actually can kill like half-tracks and stuff pretty effectively with this unit. Like, when opponents see this and they have light armor, they actually have to be concerned. It's not just like, whatever, just run them over. So, yeah, I actually do like Sickerings. They come at a high availability. You can one-vet them, which is really nice. Things we're not taking, the Shuma. This is even worse than an Ersatz-Struppen, and you all know how much I hate Ersatz-Struppen in the first place. Now, this one does not have Dishearten, so I will give them that. They don't run away as easy. But, like, my God, what are these guys actually doing? The answer is really nothing. I mean, technically, their optics go to very good when they stand still, right? Yeah, security units remain classified as infantry, but when they're stationary, gain good level of optics similar to... They already have good... Whatever. Oh, Eugen. Eugen in your descriptions. Why? SS Schupo, more of them. I think the Landesschützen is better than the SS Schupo. They come the same availability, so I'm taking the Landesschützen. Grenadier MG26. I like the MG26, but on a unit like this, it's not... You need two of them. Like, when you see them on Roscioli and stuff, it feels okay. Here, just doesn't put out enough damage. LVF Grenadier. This is literally just a regular Grenadier with a grenade. I don't see the point. And we talked about the leaders. Tank Tab. Not a ton of choices here. Like, there's a lot of choices, but you don't have a lot of choice. You should take basically everything you can take. The Panzer IIc, nice little autocannon tank. Love this thing. Or should I really say tankette at the end of the day. Panzer IIIG, it's fine. I would one-vet it, but it goes down to 2, and that just seems unnecessary for the bonus you get from the veterancy, and you don't have that much armor to work with to start, so handicapping yourself 2 tanks, like right off the bat, for that little bonus does not feel worth it to me. Now, this is not an amazing tank. Be aware. It is only 20 points. It won't really kill medium tanks ever. Like, accidentally once in a while on the side, maybe. But really, it doesn't. And the HE shell's not... This isn't like the Panzer III support or the Panzer IIIL or any of those. This is like the worst version of the Panzer III you can find. Just be aware. You think like, oh, Panzer III, that's so good. Except it's not. This is the worst version of the Panzer III. Panzer T60, another little autocannon tankette. Yeah, does what autocannon stuff does. Be aggressive with it. Panzer T70. Love these things. They trade up very often. It's a good gun. It's a Russian tank. The T70 Russian. Then we have a T34 card. It does what T34s does, just with a lot less of them. Same thing in B phase. We get another T34 card. I'm not vetting these because I just need all the crappy tanks possible. Yeah, so this one's worse, right? The Rona only has 75 millimeters of armor, so it's the T34. Oh, God, what variant? T34 7643 is the bad one. Yes, and the 42 is the good one, except apparently this one's the 41. I don't know, whatever. These designations are so screwed up. Then we have a card of Tigers. Why? I don't know, because it does. So apparently some like break-off chunk of Tigers do have them in B phase so that we can get 3 of them. I mean, I love me a Tiger, but this is certainly like the worst of the best. This is the worst of the good armor you can get, really. Like the bottom of the still effective barrel at the end of the day. Generally does not trade great. Yes, it supplies you some 2K AT, which is really nice. I obviously would take it over not taking it. But remember, Tigers have pretty severe limitations. Things are not taking the 35R. This unit is utterly useless. The Panzer 7 TP, I did have this in there, but it comes in such low numbers. You might as well take any of these other things over it. And the Kampfpanzer 3, this is the Valentine, but the bad one that only has the AP shells that aren't even that like painful. So yeah, not a big fan of this unit here. I think everything else just does a little bit better of stuff. Support tab. It's big. Doesn't do a ton. You have Flammenwerfers. We have the IG-290. We are vetting that once because you only go from 6 to 9. So like, why not? MG-42 and ammo. Things we're not taking. The VK-18. I mean, it's fine. I'm actually surprised I'm not taking one of these. I'm kind of regretting it right at this moment. So I'm going to go back here. We're going to move something around. I don't know what. I have no idea what. No idea. Okay, we're going to go in here. We're going to take out this Panzergren. That will give us the support points we need to get a security unit. Coming in, nothing exciting at all. That's a bummer. Yeah, you need these, right? Obviously, we have a lot of disheartened units. Having a couple of these guys out. Hey! I accidentally clicked. Nope, we need them in A phase. We have disheartened right away. So, yeah, we got 6 of them. Try not to waste them. They're pretty darn important. 50 mil mortar. Fantastic if it's Russian. It's not. So it's not that great. MG08, pretty crappy machine gun. I think it's a Vickers. It's that same, like, Hungarian one. Whatever. It's fine. But an MG34 and MG42 is just better. Basically all the time. Actually, get 6 of these one vet? Oh, I want that. I want that. Yes, the MG42 is much better. Don't get me wrong. But getting 6 of these at one vet is actually really nice. I think you only usually get 4. I could be totally wrong, but I like it. Ammo, commanders, don't love it again in Maverick divisions. You just need to be pushing all the time. Anti-tank. It's got some fun units. The LVF Pack 3637. This thing's great. It's a fabulous unit. You get really high availability. Shoots super fast, 20 rounds a minute, 65 millimeters penetration. Isn't anything impressive, but for only 30 points, you can pick up a lot of transport kills, a lot of light armor kills with this. It's really nice that way. And you do have the heat shell on here, which fires 750 meters, which is really nice. You can kill really big tanks with this. Be aware the accuracy is god-awful, and you will miss way more than 70 per, what is this ends up being? 63% of the time. You'll miss way more than that, I promise you. But when you land, God, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel so good about yourself. Then we're taking 2 cards of FK288s because this is your real Arty. This is where the radio is. I was thinking of the Arty tab. I was like, yeah, there's nothing worth there. And then I was like, oh, crap. You're really bringing it for these. Now, here's what these are for. Okay, you have your FK288s. Use them as an AT. That's totally fine if you want to. They do okay. There is this 3. They'll kill some stuff. They won't do a ton. But yeah, they can certainly manage medium armor okay. What you really are using these for is radio. To A, support your frontline troops very directly and quickly because you're pretty close so they can use their own radio to be super accurate. That's 1. 2, these things should aggressively go after enemy AA. Like very aggressively. You must clear the sky for this division to win. Or I should say, clear the defense of the sky for this division to win. Every time AA is spotted, you just target have, 3 or 4 of these out. All of them. Add it immediately. Hopefully they're close enough to the front line. You have some radio. That'd be sweet. You got to be kind of aggressive with these. That's why we have 9. But yeah, immediately go after it and try to kill it so your Air Force can get in. Or at least pin it down so a bomber can go bomb the AA piece. Really important that you do this. Then the Pack 40. Okay? Things we're not taking. This is an awful AT rifle. The worst one in the game. Do not take it. A second card of these, a little overboard. Okay? They're nice, but you don't need that many. Pack 184 here. Now, you all know I love an M42, but this one does not come with the APCR, and its penetration is only 10 millimeters better than the Pack 36. Yes, it gets 250 meter or more range, but at that range, you're not even penning that well anyway. So I just don't think it's a better choice. And you get 6 of these at double lead and 4 of these. I can't argue into this being a better choice. Now, this one doesn't have HE. This one does. Do you want the shooting HE very much? Not really. It's here to kill tanks, not to shoot infantry. So, yeah, that's my argument on that point. Anti-air tab. Terrible. Again, Flak 36. This is your only good AA. You absolutely need it. It is a desperate situation. I would even consider bringing it in B phase. It's so desperate. Actually, now that I say it, yes, I'm changing all of this. This is going to B phase like that. No, I definitely want A transport, that's for sure. And this is going in A phase. My attack power, Flak 37 is better. It is. But the Flak 39, which is the Russian 85 mil, is 40 points less. And you know what? Honestly does a good enough job for 40 points less. Still terrible, don't get me wrong. And technically, yes, the 88 is better. It fires faster, significantly so. 4 rounds a minute faster, okay? It obviously has more penetration, too, if you're using it as AT. But 40 points is a lot, and these die very easily and very quickly. So I would prefer to be only losing 80 points every time someone RDs one of these out versus 120 points every time someone RDs one of these out. Yes, they are disheartened. That makes them even worse when RD starts falling. But it does allow them to fall back faster. So, yin and yang on that one. RD tab. Terrible. It looks like it should be good, but it's not. Why? Because the beautiful Nebulurfer is A phase locked to 1 Nebby. Why? Why? A B phase Nebby would be fine, but the A phase one. Oh, God, it's so bad. That's why we're not taking it. 122 for our 2K HE. We want it. We need it. We're taking it. The Vilfachwerfer. Excuse me, the Vilfachwerfer. Oh, I want this to be good because it's so neat. It's not super good, but it does pin down an area. You know, aim it at a spot you're going to push and drive something through to try to surrender stuff. It's not great, but for 80 points, yeah, it gets the job done. It's got a lot of ammo, can fire a whole, 2 giant Giga salvos without being reloaded, which is nice. Of course, they eat up a ton of ammo once they are done, so just be aware. Things are not taking the 76 mil because this is just the same, very similar to the Zis 3. I actually think it's worse. It's slower firing. It's got no radio. 81 mil mortar. Talked about mortars lately. I've fallen out of love with them, and the truth is, these things are doing that same thing better with the radio. Nebby only get 1. I don't see a point. This is the worst RD piece in the game, and I just kind of refuse to take it on principle. The air tab. This is very important for you to have any success with this division. It's not amazing air stuff, but it's really important you're using this effectively to actually clear the way for your trash stuff to overwhelm your enemy. So we are taking recon. We're taking a lot of it. Okay. Actually, I thought this had medium resilience. Oh, when I looked at them, I thought they both had medium resilience. I was very wrong. You know, I'm going to take the JU. We're going to try that instead this time. Medium resilience, keeps it alive longer, does move faster. This comes with radio, though. Radio is nice. Radio is nice. But once it flies away, then, you're back to no radio. So, yeah, we'll go with the JU. JU can shoot the ground, too. That doesn't do a lot, but could stop an AA from, unsuppressing at some point. So, JU-87. Then with the BF-109 G6. It's not a great fighter. It's actually bad. It's just a bad fighter. But our AA really kind of sucks, so we have to bring something. It's not really a lot of options here. There are no other options. Then with the ME-410A1. Nice bomber here. Medium resilience. Really fast. 570 kilometers an hour. Nice bomb loadout. 8 50-kilogram bombs. Now, we have choices here. We have the ME-410 with the 50s, or we have the ME-410 with the 500. Yes, the ME-410 with the 2 500 bombs, that's a boom, baby. That hits hard, and it kills stuff. But it is slower. Not by a lot, but a little. But you get less. And that's the issue here is I actually need to be flooding the air with planes for this to actually really work. So I'm choosing the cheaper one in both A and B phase. So we have 2 cards of them here. I need them in the sky. These reload faster than the 500 kilogram bomb ones. 850s honestly does, it does enough. Technically speaking, if you actually look at the 2, they do the same amount of damage, right? Literal number-wise. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 times 12 is 24. Technically, you put the same damage down. We all know in our heart of hearts that is not anywhere near true how it plays out in-game. It's not equivalent. But this will kill any support unit you need to kill. This will really damage any infantry squad, sometimes kill them. And they're cheaper. They are still 15 points cheaper and you get more of them. So that's why I'm taking these. They're very effective. And that's why we're also not taking the JU-87, because strictly speaking, the JU-87 is just going to die a lot more because of its super slow speed. The bomb loadout is significantly better. It's very dangerous. But it just doesn't, it's too easy to kill in my opinion. Like it's too easy for this to die. This has a lot of survivability due to its speed and stuff, and you need to keep your Air Force alive so it can build up. You can take out the AA bit by bit and continue to force pressure in the air using your Air Force. Then we have the HS-129B2R2. It's not a great AT plane, but it certainly gets the job done. It fires very fast. You know, really what you're doing is kind of like suppressing a tank, hoping it shows its side armor and you kill it. Medium tanks will get wrecked by this. This will wreck medium tanks pretty well because it is firing really fast. So medium tanks are definitely a lot of danger. Heavy tanks, Panthers, Tigers, and stuff, you got to find some side. You got to find some side armor with it to truly like do what you want it to do. And finally, in B phase, you have a Ju-87. Now, this is your heavy tank killer, right? 140 millimeters penetration, can kill almost any tank in the game from the front, outside of the super heavies, you know, IS-2 and the King Tigers and stuff. Outside of those, you're killing almost anything from the front. So this is a very, very effective AT plane. One of the best in the game. Very consistent, and it's great when you can pick up double kills with it. Oh, that's hot. That's always so sexy when you pick up the double kill. So, yeah, we already talked about everything we're not taking except for this. This is terrible. Looks like it should be really good, but it's not. It's terrible. Don't do it. Like, seriously, you'll regret wasting the slot on this in every way. Koruck 559. It does things. It does more than its crappy page would imply. But it is not a good division. Let's make sure that is clear. Categorically better, I think, than NOV, but not much better than many other divisions. Although I will get run over by this division, I'm sure, the next time I run the quick play queue. If you guys enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon YouTube membership. Thank you everyone who's already signed up there. It really does mean a lot, keeps the channel going. I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.